This is the Direto X direct drive smart trainer. Building on the success of its predecessor, Elite made this trainer quieter, stronger, and more accurate. It supports up to 2100 watts and can measure all that power within plus minus 1.5% accuracy thanks to the integrated OTS power meter. That's 0.5% better than the previous models. It can simulate up to 18% gradients, enough to crush your legs up the steepest climbs on Zwift, and it is equipped with 9.25-pound flywheel, and you get all of this for $899 US. Hey, what's up guys, this is Tariq here from smartbiketrainers.com. In today's Direto X review, we'll talk about what you get in the box, the specs, and we'll talk about the accuracy and see if the Direto X is as accurate and as quiet as Elite claims. And if you find this review helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want to learn more about smart trainers and indoor training and get the best out of your smart trainer, please consider subscribing to this channel. The Elite Direto X looks very similar to the previous Diretos. The same plastic frame, same flywheel design, same legs. Elite did make some changes to the frame to accommodate for long cage derailleurs. The Direto X comes with all 3 legs in the box, which you should attach to the trainer. All the tools you need to assemble the legs are included. A power adapter. It also comes with a front wheel riser and some paper that you should definitely read. Rear axle adapters and a spacer for a 10-speed cassette. Elite does not include a cassette just like most other trainers, so you have to purchase and install your own. It is compatible with 9 to 11 speed Shimano or SRAM cassettes. Campagnolo adapters can be purchased separately. Once you set everything up, pair it to the Elite Upgrado app and make sure you have the latest firmware. After that, just pair it to the Elite My Training app and run the calibration. And since this is a direct drive trainer, after the initial calibration, you should probably do one every couple of weeks, or if you move the trainer around. Talking about pairing, the Direto X is compatible with the NT Plus FEC, Bluetooth, and FTMS, so you can practically use it with almost all cycling apps. It broadcasts speed, cadence, and power, and it's pretty easy to pair and not have to worry about getting a different sensor. Okay, with all that out of the way, does the Direto X work? Is it as good as they claim? Is it worth spending $900 and getting yourself one? Well, I've been using the Direto X for a few weeks now, and I put it through my usual training and testing, and I used it with Zwift, I used it with Trainer Road, and I even used it with the Sufferfest, and it just works. The Direto X is probably the only trainer I got this year that just worked right out of the box. It is accurate, performed well in erg mode and in sim mode, and it just works. Trainer like this just makes me happy and makes my job a lot easier. Now, there are some limitations to this trainer, which is sort of expected when looking at trainers at this price level, and we'll go through them in a little bit. To see how accurate this Direto X is, here's a ride in Zwift. This is the Titan Groove section, and I am going to lay on top of it my Favero Osceola Dual power meter data, and just look at that. Power data this clean just does not happen very often. In erg mode, it performed very well, quick to respond to changes, and here's a test workout that I generally do to see how quick the trainer responds to changes. If I zoom into one of the intervals to see how long it took the trainer to ramp up to power, it took 3 seconds to go from 100 watts to 380 watts, and another 3 seconds to go from 353 watts back down to 97 watts. So I think it is pretty good if you like to keep erg mode on for those short type intervals. Personally, I prefer to turn it off and just go with the resistance mode. Now, one of the limitations of this trainer is its flywheel. 9.25-pound flywheel can have some limitations when in erg mode, depending on the gear that you like to use. If you use small gear, then you should be fine. If you like to use a bigger gear, and I'm talking about big gears, you might hit some issues. Not accuracy issues, it's mostly around the flywheel not having enough momentum to get you to your target watts. So, for example, I like to see how the trainer responds in erg mode using different gearing for 2 things. I want to see if the trainer continues to measure power accurately. Some trainers can struggle with that. Also, just to find that flywheel limitation and find that wattage floor. So my target here was 224 watts and I was using a 5312 gearing, so that is kind of a big gear. As you see here, this is an erg mode. I was pushing close to 260 to 280 watts. The flywheel just did not have enough momentum or speed to bring me down to my target watts of 224 watts. So if you like to use big gears, or if your bike just have a 53 chain on it, be aware of these kind of limitations. Otherwise, the trainer works beautifully in a smaller gear. Even on a 5317, it works just fine. Or if you just go down to the small chain ring, but anything too big, you might hit those wattage floor issues, and the bigger the gear, the higher that wattage floor is. The Direto X calculates cadence and does not measure cadence directly. This is very typical with almost all trainers, except for a couple of trainers that have an actual cadence sensor built in. And if you know which trainers I'm talking about here that have a sensor built in, let me know down in the comment section. That cadence calculation is generally good, not perfect, actually better than other trainers that are more expensive. As for noise, the Direto X is not as quiet as other trainers out there, but I thought it was pretty good. Didn't feel any kind of vibration, or if you live in an apartment or worry about noise, I think you should be fine with this trainer, but here's how it sounds. Okay, I think I covered it all here. If you want more information, make sure to check out smartbiketrainers.com. Also, if you are interested in the Direto X, check out the links in the description below, and also check out the price tracker on smartbiketrainers.com. I do go out every day to look for good deals for you and throughout the year. So if you buy using these links, it helps the channel out that way, and I appreciate it. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.